inspection. Case tool, they are the software tools that provide the automated support for the some portion of the system development process. Case tools are used to support wide variety of the software activity. Diagramming the tools enable the system data and control structure to be represented graphically. Computer display and report generator helps the prototype how the system look and feel. Display the form analysis tools automatically check for the incomplete, inconsistent, and incorrect specification in a diagram form. A central repository enables the integrated system specification, diagram, report, and the project management information. A documentation generator produces the technical and the user documentation in the standard format. Code generator enable the automatic generation of the program in the database. Definition code directly. Egal methodology. It takes the iterative approach to the software development. It takes the sequential approach to the software development. It works when the scope of the project is unknown. It works when the scope of the project is known before it allows the change to be made even after the development struck. The contract won't allow the change. Customer availability is important throughout the entire project. Customer availability is required while setting milestone. Provide the flexibility to oversee the development of the project. Flexibility is limited. Products are tested frequently for the bugs and errors during the development cycle. Testing cannot be done during the development, but only at the end. The information system is interrelated component that create the process history, retrieve and diminish the information to facilitate the organizational decision-making process. Information system also helps the manager and workers analyze the problem, visualize the complex types of the information system, transaction processing system, management information system, decision support system, executive support system, expert system, the office automated system, AOS, Gantt chart. It shows the duration of the chart, pot chart. It shows the dependency between the tasks. It shows the overlap between the tasks. It shows that this can be done parallel. It is employed for the small project. It is employed for the complex project. Time, duration, and percentage completion at the accurate value. Completion time and decided based upon the prediction and the past processing. Visually show the stack in time in schedule shows the stack time data in a rectangle. Object oriented methodology. The main focus of the data in the real world object data important. The main focus on the process and the procedure of the system. It uses the incremental or the iterative methodology. It uses the SDLC methodology. The technique is the new and mostly preferred. The technique is the old and not usually preferred. Suitable for the project with changing user requirements. Suitable for the project with well defined user requirement. Low risk and high reusability. High risk and low reusability. Planning. Project manager. The activities performed by the project manager during the initiation, planning, execution, and termination. Initializing the project. During the project initialization, the project manager performs the several activities. Establishing the relationship with the customer. Establishing the project initiation plan and the management procedure. Establishment of the project initiation team. Developing the project charter. Establishment project management environment and workbook. Planning the project activity performed while planning the project are describing the scope, alternative, and feasibility. Dividing the project into the manageable tasks, estimating the resource and creating a resource plan, developing a preliminary schedule and the communication plan, identifying and assessing the risks, execute the process following activity are performed during the project execution baseline, project plan, monitoring the project process, managing the changes to the baseline project plan, maintaining the project workbook, communication project status, termination of the project, conduct the project post review, closing the customer support, corporate strategic planning, company standard, the management, the competitive strategy are the locus for user Top-down planning, bottom-up planning team is chartered into the model. Existing solution metrics are developed to cross-reference unit, describe the target situation, update the list, and organizational location function to reflect and describe location function metrics are updated to reflect the future state. Planners focus on difference between the current list and future list and metrics. Developing the transaction strategy and plan broad comprehensive document that created that looks at the both short-term and the long-term organization development. It consists series of the project charter. Project charter is the short document that is prepared for the both internal and the external stakeholder. It provides a high level of overview of the project. It is a useful communication tool that helps to ensure that the organization and other stakeholder organization initialize the project. It is used to project planning and develop the baseline project scope, project implement baseline plan PPBPP. It is the document that has the information collected during the project initiation and the planning. Once the BPP is completed, the formal review of the project can be conducted with the project line and the other interested party. The four section introduction, system description, feasibility assessments, management issue, project scope. It is the short document prepared for the customer that describe what the project will deliver and outline the work required to complete the project. It ensures that the developer and the customer gain the common understanding of the project. It is very easy to create because it contains the high level summary in the BPP information. Feasibility analysis is the process of evaluating the potential and purpose project or the venture. It is used to determine whether the project is viable and identify the project potential issue that arise during the implementation of the project. Economic feasibility is analysis on the project initialization and the financial performance. Project technical feasibility the assessment of whether the purpose project or the solution can be implemented with the existing technology. Identifying the technical requirement of the project, it includes the determining hardware, software and other resources that are required. Assessing the availability, evaluating the compatibility and the if purpose solution with the existing solution. Estimating the cost and benefit of the proposed solution, it includes the determining the cost associated with acquiring and implementing the technology and the resources, comparing them with the benefit of the project expected to return, identifying the potential technical risks and developing the risk management plan. This includes identifying the potential technical issue that could arise during the implementation of the project. Operational feasibility. Operational feasibility, assessing the availability of the necessary personnel resources, schedule feasibility, legal and contextual feasibility, the assessment whether the purpose, project, or the solution. Political feasibility, the assessment whether purpose, project, or the solution. Project initialization term value money the concept or the DV net present value NPV is a financial metrics calculate the presence of the future cash return on investment. Return on investment is a financial metric that ensures the efficiency of the investment by calculating the ratio of net gain or the loss. Net gain or the loss from the investment in Break-even analysis and the break-even point. Break-even analysis is the break-even point. The break-even unit analysis method determination requirement structure. Traditional method collecting system requirement individual interview the people. Complementary method. Radical method for determining behavior typing disruptive technology are the innovation with fundamentally change the way of the industry. Quality skill and the system analyze communication skill, technical skill, analytical skill, problem solving skill, decision making, managerial skill, process modeling is involves graphically represent the function or the process that capture, store, manipulate, and distribute data between the system and the environment and between the component of the within the system. The common form of the process model is the data flow diagram context DFD system adequately decomposed through the description of the DFD component data flow diagram. Disruptive methodology, the context DFD level 1, DFD level 2, DFD level 3, DFD. Logical methodology is used to represent the relation and the constraint among the variable in the problem system using the logical operator. Logical equation decision table are the graphical method representing the process logic in the decision table. Condition are listed in the conditions of possible action are listed in the action step rules. Link combination. This is the table called the process description tool because it provides a clear and structured way to describe the process rules. The example of the decision table for the payment system is given below. S stands for the salary basis and H stands for hourly basis. Conditions of system, actions of subsystem, conceptual data modeling. Conceptual data modeling is the process of creating the high-level representation of the data requirement of the system organization. It involves in identifying the main concept, utility, the primary deliverable is ER and ER diagram. ER interrelationship model is a method used to represent the data requirement of the system or the organization. Conceptual data modeling it is used to capture overall logical structure. ER diagram, the graphical representation of the ER model. ER diagram are used for designing and analyzing the data structure and the relationship in a system. The organization doctor ID, first name, last name, as patient name, diagnosis, specification, analyzation, database design. Database design is the organization of data according to the database model. The designer determines what the data must be stored and how the data element is iterated. It is the collection process that facilitates the design. It helps to produce the database system which has the high performance that meet the physical logical database design. The logical database design is a conceptual representation of the database that describes the relationship between the data. The logical database is created through the process called the database design, which involves in several steps. Physical database design. A physical database is the actual implementation of the database, or the logical design is translated into the specific database management system (DBMS) and optimized for the performance. The physical database represents mapping the logical design and the specific DBMS. It involves in defining the data structure such as table, column, and row, as well as the relationship between them using the key index and constraint storage allocation. Performance security, defining data backup and recovery, establishing the procedure relational. Database design: the reducer method is used to key the link the data between normalization. Normalization process is used to design the database NF, ANF, ANF3, NF the important to NF, convert the to NF file organization, optimize the file access, minimize the disks used by the space, facilitate the data management, improve the data security, facilitate the data sharing, improve the data integrity, in broad last file form and report interface dialog and the design. The process of designing the interface dialog user focus activity. The methods of interaction: common language interaction. In the common language interaction, use the enter the explicit statement and invoke menu interaction, perform form interaction, object-based interaction, natural language dialog sequence design. Implementation: software application testing advantage, cost-effective design, product improvement, test automation, quality check, inspection, disk checking, unit testing, integration testing, system testing, black box testing, white box testing, soft testing, user acceptance testing, alpha testing, beta testing, software installation, direct installation, parallel installation, pilot phase installation. Documentation is the process of collecting the data. It solves the problem in the system documentation records the detailed information about the system design specification as internal working mechanism. User documentation setup and operational detail of the system maintenance, obtaining the maintenance, transferring the request, types, connecting system, preferred maintenance,